اللهم وفق إخواننا في باكستان. اللهم وفق إخواننا في باكستان. اللهم وفق إخواننا في باكستان. اللهم اجمع قلوبهم ووحد صفوفهم على كتابك وسنة نبيك صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم املأ قلوبهم بالإيمان والسنة. اللهم املأ قلوبهم بالإيمان والسنة.
There would appear a power from east that all of the superpowers would try to destroy, but they won't be able to. All of the parts, all of the different countries of the Muslims would be lost from Muslims. We already have lost Iraq, we already have lost Libya, we don't have Yemen, we don't have Syria, we don't have Lebanon, we don't have Egypt either. Sisi's government is just a pro-Israel government. We can't say we have Egypt either. So all of these lands have already been lost by the Muslims. The ones left over will also be lost. And there are still people who are living over there in all these countries, but they would try to kill all those people as well. May Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala save us from that. In that scenario, when all of the lands would be lost by Muslims, there would be a power of east, the people of Pakistan. Allah would bless them, and Allah would shower His blessings on these people, and Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala would bless them with black colored jet fighters, something that the world has never seen before. And those black colored jet fighters, that would be around 3,000 in number, and those would be something the world has never seen before. And this part of the land would be strengthening. It would progress by leaps and bounds, and the people of Middle East and all those places would come migrating to this place, because that would be only peaceful land. That would be the only place the enemy won't be able to harm. So all of the Muslims from all of these lost lands, there would be wars, civil wars, chaos, fitnah, killings, homicides, bombings, attacks, quarrels, everything. The people from all these lands would be coming to migrate to Pakistan. And Pakistan would not only be able to bear their burden, but all of them, the greatest minds of the Muslims and even the people who would realize the scenario from non-Muslims, would embrace Islam and come over to Pakistan, and we would have the best of the best minds, and we would have the best of Allah's rahmah as well. And this part of the land would be progressing by leaps and bounds. So once all these lands are lost, this part of the land would have already become unbeatable by Allah's mercy. And then these people of the east would rise and take over all of the lost lands, but not directly. There will be a few events towards that. The first event would be that India would be poking Pakistan, and then Pakistan would go and retaliate, not attack, rather retaliate against the attacks of India, and use the black jet fighters that Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala will give Pakistan to free Kashmir. That is already the true part of Pakistan anyways. So Pakistan would take back Kashmir from India. That would not even be a war, because those black jet fighters would be so powerful that India would have no ability to retaliate. India would back off, and Kashmir would be freed without much retaliation, without a war. And Pakistan would take over Kashmir back. That would be the first event. That would harm India in a way. Not actually harm, but India would be taking it as a disgrace, and they won't be able to forget that. So after they would have taken over all of the lands of Arab world and all of the Muslim parts of the world, India would invite the international powers to attack Pakistan. So they could, in their own utopia, they could just finish Pakistan and once for all. But it won't be the way they would plan. Yamkuruna wa yamkur Allah. They make their own evil plans, but Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala has the best of the best plans. Pakistan, with Allah's mercy and with all those great minds and great people within Pakistan, would retaliate in such a fashion that the war, they would start, but we won't let it finish. Pakistan would take over all of India, that we know as Ghazwatul Hind. And Ghazwatul Hind is the start of Armageddon. Ghazwatul Hind is the start of the clash of the civilizations. Pakistan would take over all of India, and then won't stop over there. Then these lions of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala would rise from the east and take over all of the lost lands. And then they won't stop at Middle East only. That this would be the time to take over the enemies and finish this once for all. They would start it and we will finish it. Pakistan would take over all of Europe. Pakistan would take over the Palestine. Pakistan would take over Russia. Pakistan would take over United States. All of the world would be ruled by Pakistan then. And there would be one world leader that we know as Imam al-Mahdi. And this is written. This is nothing out of this world. This is a practical thing. And when Allah decides to do something, Allah does it. فَإِذْ أَرَادَ شَيْئًا أَن يَقُولَ لَهُ كُن فَيَكُونَ. When He decides to do something, He just orders it to do. It just orders it to happen. Kun. Allah just orders it to just happen. And that things happen. And this is how Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala would shower His blessings on the Muslims, and the whole world would have to know, would have to admit that Islam is the true religion of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, and Islam is the true religion of peace and mercy. And everyone would be prosperous, everyone would be in peace, and even the beasts would play with the babies and nobody would harm each other. And may Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala make us show that peaceful time, and may Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala keep us from the fitnah of Dajjal.